In this video, you're gonna learn how to spot, catch, and store the #1 bait for surf fishing, sand fleas, or mole crabs, depending on what part of the country you're in. Learning these tricks and tips will absolutely skyrocket your beach fishing abilities. Pompano, whiting, red, black drum all love sand fleas. Once I figured out this game, my surf fishing abilities took off. My name is Blaine Roberts from Panhandle Salt Beach Fishing Guides. I'm one of the newest pro staff with Salt Strong. Obviously, I will be covering surf fishing content. Sand fleas are the ticket, guys. Like, you got to learn how to get sand fleas. They're gonna be successful out here. Spotting them is key. Once you learn how to spot them, guys, the rest is easy. During the warmer months, they're a lot easier because they're coming to the surface. Late fall, early spring, and then obviously winter, they dig down deep. It's almost impossible to actually spot them physically in the colder months. You can do what we call blind rake, so you're just basically guessing. Rake in and rake in and rake in until you come up with some. But as temps start rising, so do the sand fleas. You'll be able to spot the pods in the sand. I picked this spot here today because there's pods everywhere. I saw them walking up. Once you're able to see the sand fleas, you'll never be able to unsee them. It'll be so obvious. The best way I've explained it to customers over the years running guides is it almost looks like the sand is boiling. When the water washes up and it pulls back down, it pulls the sand off the sand fleas' backs. They feel exposed from predators, especially birds. So once that sand pulls off their back, they'll start digging deeper. And you'll see the sand, it'll look like it's boiling, and then it just stops. And they're tricky, guys, because you'll spot them, the waves will come up and come down, and then they'll be gone. And it's real important not to tromp around by them because they will feel your vibration and they'll dig deeper. They're a tricky little creature. Before we get into spotting these guys, let's just go over the anatomy of a sand flea. Your little antennas right here on top, those are its eyes. So when this thing is buried in the sand, they'll leave the eyes sticking up so they can see. Then you have the digger. This is actually what'll get that guy down underneath the surface. And that's the Sour Patch Kids right there, guys. That's what the pompano are after, those eggs. And these guys will trick you because they walk backwards. You would think this is its eyes, it's gonna walk this way, but it doesn't, it goes this way. That's a quick rundown of the anatomy of the sand flea. Before we get into finding these, I just wanna show you guys their movements, like how they act, right? Because that's very important to know how your bait is acting in a natural setting. We're gonna take it down here to the shoreline. I'm gonna drop them and you'll see they dig. They walk backwards. They basically just disappear. Once you spot a pod, you have to kind of stay behind them. If you walk up on them, they are gonna feel your vibration and they're gonna dig deeper. I got a good spot on them up here. I'm watching the water pull the sand off their back. I'm giving it a couple goes just to make sure I really got a good eye on them. And I do, because when you run up on them, you're basically running up on them blind. Get up there as quick as possible and get them. There you go, guys. That will most definitely get us going, if not last a trip. One scoop. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at. I got the screen up here, and where my cursor is a pod of fleas. So I'm gonna back it up a little bit. We're gonna let it play. They're right there. They disappeared. I tried to get the camera a little bit closer. Right there, guys. That's them. See how quick they get under the sand? There they are again a little bit. At this point, they started feeling me and they stopped showing up. I think they show themselves one more time. They're right there. They're tricky, guys. You can see them from far away, but the closer you get, the deeper they're gonna dig. Big hit, Thunder. That's a big rod, dude. You gonna be able to handle it?
Yeah!
All right, get the pressure on him. Get the pressure on him. He's taking you all the way down the beach, dude. Look how far we are. Come on. Oh, yeah, you got him. He's on the lip. Look. He was right there, dude.
I think I catched it.
Oh, you caught it. You reeled it all the way in. So what do you do when the session's over and you still have a basket full of fleas? Like, you don't want to get rid of them. Some days they can be hard to get, and especially if you're coming back out, let's say that next morning. As you can see, we still got a healthy amount left. I don't want to just get rid of these guys. We're going to get them back to the house, and I'm going to show you how to store these properly to keep them alive overnight. To store fleas overnight, you're going to need a couple items, guys. 2 5-gallon buckets. One, you want to have holes drilled in the bottom. This is an older bucket I've had around for years in the garage, so I went with this one to drill holes. Then another 5-gallon bucket, could be anything. I use this one for fishing. This is actually the bucket I use to bleed out fishing on the beach. Then any kind of ice pack. It could be shaped like this. It could be one of these. It could be these like medical packs that come with medicine that are being shipped through the mail. Whatever kind of ice pack you can find, you can even use like an actual ice bag. I just keep a bunch of things like this in the freezer just for this purpose. You want to get a few ice packs in the bucket without holes. This is going to be on the bottom. Then you're going to take your bucket with holes, slide that guy right on top, and then dump your fleas in. Now you got something that looks like this. All your fleas are in there nice and happy. And then once, probably about every 4 hours. Now at night, guys, when you're going to sleep, obviously you don't have to set an alarm to come do this, but I would do this right before I went to sleep. You're gonna take the bucket that has the holes and the fleas and rinse it down. Just let the water drain out. And what this is doing, guys, it's getting all the waste out. These sand fleas will die basically because of their urine. The urine will kill them. They'll crawl around in it and things like that. You don't need any kind of water in this bucket. You don't need any kind of sand in this bucket. Absolutely nothing. Once you got that good and drained, put it back on top of your ice bucket. And that's it, guys. This will keep your fleas nice and happy overnight, especially moving into summer, the hotter months. You know, you don't want to leave these guys outside, right? Rodents are going to get them, birds are going to get them. Like, so you want to leave them in the garage, and it gets hot in there. Those ice packs will keep these guys cool. They're basically sitting like right on top of those ice packs without it actually touching them. This will 100% keep your fleas happy and alive for the next morning. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope that was helpful. You guys leave some comments. Let us know what else you want to see surf fishing related. I've been at this for a long time, guys. If you guys want to see some surf fishing in action, my YouTube channel, Panhandle Salt, has over 400 videos on it. Leave some comments. Let us know what you want to see, and we'll see you guys on the next one.